What the... Silver? What are... How did... Why not just use the door?
Come outside. I would speak with you.
Hey!
Listen up, because I'm only going to tell you this once. I simply couldn't watch you continue to wallow in ignorance. Whereas your magic causes those you encounter to forget about you, mine assists me in a different way. It tells me the truth of things, of people, human and fabled alike. To my eyes, their emotions are as colors. Fear, like everything else, has its own glow. I've seen it ignite in my presence, at my command. In this way, I've survived. The betrayal of their hearts is twofold. They reveal unseen feelings that they try to mask with words. And the hearts of men are fickle besides. I've seen boredom turn to cruelty, fear become hatred. This is what I see, and you do not. The truth that lies behind all promises and pretenses. Today's friends are tomorrow's bitter foes. You should know all this. I know what it's like to be one of us. I know what you've lived through. And yet, even now...
What color is mine right now?
The color of young spring. It's difficult to read the aura of our kind, requiring my concentration and focus. Even then, it's but a pale glow. With humans and most others, they cannot hide their light from me if they wanted to.
Like why you don't forget about me, right? Even though everyone else does. Have you ever told anyone else? Thought so. I'm sorry. I just...
We're even now.
I'm sorry. I hope I'll see you again soon. She must still be asleep.
I'm coming! Miho? God, what time? Come in. I'm late for breakfast, aren't I?
Yeah. I came to make sure you're okay.
Sorry, you should have called. You didn't have to walk all the way here.
I tried.
Oops. I'm sorry. I slept right through it.
It's okay. No big deal. I'm more worried about you than anything.
I'm fine. I'm fine. The only problem is I slept in so damn late. I was planning to call out of work anyway. I need the extra time to finish my edits. And I may have had a bit too much to drink last night, which I'm really paying for now.
I don't think you can call this fine.
No! What if I said I was fine now?
I still wouldn't believe you.
Hmm. This is 2 days in a row now that I've gotten to wake up next to you. More or less. That's something good at least.
You missed out on breakfast today, though.
I'll take that trade. But that's also 2 days in a row that I've overslept. I'd actually meant to get an early start today and work on my book a bit before going up to the library.
You were gonna get up early? When did you go to bed?
I don't remember. It's a little fuzzy, you know. I'm in the final stretch, though. I can afford to sacrifice a little sleep.
Maybe if it was just sleep. And just a little.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Even Juliet can tell how exhausted you are all the time.
Even Juliet, hmm? Besides, it's only a couple more days. I have to finish and send it in by the end of Sunday, and then...
And then...
Then... everything can go back to normal. Like my sleep schedule. Then it'll be out of my hands and someone else's problem.
It's gonna be that easy? You'll just never have to think about your book again.
Well, no, of course, not like that. I hope not, at least. Unless the changes still aren't what they're looking for. But I don't even want to consider that. Oh God, I do not want to consider that. There'll be more work to do, of course, more writing and more editing. Hopefully not as much editing. I struggled a lot this time around because it was so different from the original manuscript and not the kind of thing I usually write. But once I got the hang of it, it started being easier, so I think next time around shouldn't be as difficult, because I already know what they're looking for. That's not counting all the other stuff like paperwork and promotion and all that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, rights and licensing too. That's another thing to think about, but later. The first time I do all that might be tough, but it should also get easier, just like the editing. I've done a lot of research and...
Aspen.
It does make sense, given what the best-selling trends have been lately. Usually I'm more into...
Aspen!
Okay, I know that sounds like a lot, but...
Aspen, you can't keep doing this to yourself.
What else can I do, though? I know how hard it is to understand from the outside, but that's what it's like to be an artist. Opportunity rarely knocks twice, as they say. It could be years before I have another chance like this, if ever. Some things are worth persevering through. So what if I have to call out of work a couple times or miss some sleep? That won't matter in the long run. When there's a line of people waiting for a midnight release at the bookstore, or posting fan fiction online, someday I'll forget all the bad stuff that happened, or even look back and laugh. Someday, it'll be worth it.
Someday? But who cares about someday when you're miserable now, love? I know, I'm the last person who should tell someone how to spend their time. But it can't be worth feeling like this all the time, just so maybe someday it'll be better, right? Even if I don't know anything about writing or books or any of that, all of those next steps you talked about sound just as bad. You used to be so excited about your book, but now it just makes you sad all the time. If it would really get better after this weekend, that'd be one thing, but it wouldn't, would it?
I know that you're right and it won't get easier, but I'm right too. All those things I said about maybe not getting another chance, or about how it's never easy for anyone, they're true as well. I wish it wasn't. I wish this wasn't my only choice because it's not even mine anymore. It's not my story or characters, it's something else. And I don't know what else to do. If my original story was any good, it wouldn't have been rejected so many times, or needed so many changes. And they're not bad changes either, they make sense, they're just not mine.
Are you really okay with that?
I don't know if I am. I don't know. I thought I was. Kept telling myself I was, but...
I don't know the difference between good and bad writing, of course. I've only ever read one book. But I still really like that book. Enough to read it again and again yesterday. And the only reason I could even do that is because you and Juliet seem to like books so much that I had to try them too. Spending hours hunched over that desk, copying those letters a million times, I wouldn't have done that for just anyone, you know? I'm glad I did, though. It was worth it just to be able to read The Fox in the Grove, even though I already knew the story. That was something I never understood before. Why anyone would want to read a book more than once. You already know what's going to happen. But because it makes me think of you, and that you wrote it just for me to be able to read. I don't think I'll ever be able to like a book more.
Well, I can't complain about that kind of critical reception. You guys are worried too, huh? Not too worried, I see. It is a bit of a mess here, isn't it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Tasted awful anyways.
I didn't even know you like beer.
I don't. I'm going to send an email to Avery and tell them I've changed my mind. And that I'm not interested in making the changes they wanted.
Wait, you've already decided that?
I have to give them an answer soon, one way or another. To be honest, I was already thinking about it, and have been for days. In my heart, I think it's what I've wanted to say this whole time. But I kept telling myself that I should just try a little harder and power through. I could probably do that if I put my mind to it. But there was something you said earlier. And as soon as you said it, I knew you were right, because it was something I was trying not to admit to myself. That somewhere along the way, something I love had turned into something I dread. I pictured myself continuing down that path. If I lost that love forever, would it be worth it? It might be. It might not. There's no telling how it would go. But you're right that I have something to live for right now. And someone to love. And so I think maybe that much is enough. More than enough, even. I have everything I need right here.
Are you sure you want to go to work today? You said you were gonna call out.
I'm sure. It'll be nice to have the distraction. Sorry to leave you on your own, though.
It's alright. I'll figure out something to do. See you tomorrow then?
Maybe. I might just need a day alone. Not that being with you doesn't help me feel better, but I just have a lot of thinking to do.
I understand. We can hang out again when you're ready.
I'll see you on Halloween for sure.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to go clean myself up a bit before my shift starts. I can't let Lena see me like this.
You sure you'll be okay?
Yes, I have lots of practice at keeping myself together. That's all customer service really is.
Alright. See you later then.
Love you.
Love you too.